My name is Arlene Taylor, and I've been a member of First Baptist Church Friendswood since 1966 or 67. Well, I always knew I'd be a Sunday school teacher. My parents were both Sunday school teachers. I'd wake up on Sunday mornings as a child hearing my daddy call his high school boys to wake them up to be sure they got to Sunday school. And I used to go with my mother to some smaller country churches where they asked her to come and teach teacher training classes. So I just kind of grew up knowing I would be a teacher. I got married. I went to Baylor. I was going to major in religious education. I wanted to be a youth director. But my husband that I met there was finishing his master's degree, and he was leaving, so I took my last year off and got married instead of getting a degree. We went to his father's church. His dad was a minister in Houston, so we attended there. We had our 2 children, and while we were there, I taught 13 and 14-year-old teenagers for 11 years. And then God moved us to Friendswood, and I really think He did, because we had added on to our home in Houston. We weren't thinking about moving at all. We had an insurance business, and the office was right there in Houston, and we were just settled down, you know. But one day my husband got a call from one of our insureds, and she lived in Friendswood. And her mother was in a nursing home in Houston, and she needed to be closer to her. So she just asked my husband, "Do you know anybody that might want to buy my home in Friendswood?" And he said, "Yes, I would," which was a real surprise because we weren't thinking about moving. But to make a long story short, we traded homes, and that's how we got to Friendswood. And we were both so involved in our church in Houston that we couldn't leave until the end of the Sunday school year. And I got to thinking, at the end of the Sunday school year, all the teaching positions would be filled in Friendswood. So I said, I'm going to call and ask them to save me a place to teach. And my husband said, "They'll think you're crazy. Nobody ever does that, to ask to teach before they're even a member of the church." But I did, and they did save me a place. So I started teaching the high school, and then I moved up and taught the college and career. And then I got invited to teach an adult class. So I started teaching ladies' classes, and now I teach the encouragers class, and I love those ladies. They really live up to their name, encouragers. And I've been teaching for, I guess, about, over 60 years overall. And I see a lot in the Bible about being tired, you know, "Come unto me and I'll give you rest." And a lot of scriptures about being tired, but I haven't found anything about retirement. So I'll continue teaching as long as the Lord will let me. My name is Arlene Taylor, and I feel like God has led me through 86 years and made me a teacher, helped me become a teacher to make disciples. Is that okay?
Oh,
Do I need to do it over?